Hi, and welcome to this edition of Business Supes, where we talk with successful local business owners, learn a little bit about them, their business, and of course, their business superpower. So today I am joined by Blake and Jordan Gray from Native Roofing and Construction. So gentlemen, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having us, Eric. Nice to be here. Thank you.
You're very, very welcome. So I always like to start off with the origin story, just so everybody has a little bit of an idea of who you are and what your business does. So why don't you guys tell us a little bit about that?
So Jordan and I are both brothers. We're partners in Native Roofing. We both started it from inception back in 2019. We're both Tulsa natives. Went to Bishop Kelly High School here in Tulsa. I ended up going to TU for college. Jordan went to OU. I graduated from TU. He graduated from OU. After college, we actually both got into oil and gas. I was a landman for a company here in Tulsa, and Jordan was in sales for Schlumberger, a pretty big company. He moved around the country for sales. I stayed in Tulsa, and then after about a decade in the oil and gas industry, Jordan came back to Tulsa. I was here back in 2018 is when oil and gas started kind of going downhill, and I'm not afraid to say it, but Jordan and I both got laid off at that time. And both of our families are here. We're both married, have kids here in Tulsa. We didn't want to move to Houston. We didn't want to move to Oklahoma City. So we put our heads together and started thinking about what exactly we wanted to do. And we've always wanted to go into business with each other. And, we had a vast knowledge of oil and gas, but also Jordan had some past history in construction. So we decided to start a roofing and construction company.
Very cool. So what was the experience, Jordan, in construction?
All through high school and college, a good family friend owned a residential new construction business. And my friend and I, we started from construction cleanup to concrete to framing, and ran through all that. Went to college, thought you needed a suit and tie, and I did that for a while and wanted to get back working for myself, and here we are.
Okay, very cool. So what was it specifically about roofing that spoke to you guys? Because I mean, let's be honest, you can't swing a dead cat around Tulsa without hitting a roofing company. So what was it about roofing that really kind of appealed to y'all?
There's been a bad perception of roofing companies. Most of the people we talked to, and even I had an experience when my wife and I sold our first house. Just no one was transparent. It felt kind of fly by night, storm chasers. And it just didn't seem like there was a really reputable, transparent company here in Tulsa. There are other good roofing companies, but there was definitely a stigma. And Jordan and I thought, you know what? We're from Tulsa. We've been in corporate America. We're ethical. We're stand-up guys. What if we are just super transparent with customers, have a different type roofing company? We just really kind of took a leap of faith and tried it. And it's turned out to really work. People, when you are trustworthy and you're truthful, people do trust you. So that's really worked for us.
Okay, very cool. So what would you say separates you guys? And you may have already answered this a little bit, but what separates Native from the other roofing companies out there?
I would say one, being honest. We've found a lot of companies here are real pushy. They get an appointment, they go in, they want to sit down, sign that deal right then. We're not pushy. We go in, we give an honest assessment to the customer. We lay out their options. We don't push them towards the most expensive roof or the fastest fix. We give them these options. We really let them decide, and then go from there. And if they want to sign with Native, great. If they don't and they want to sign with someone else, no hard feelings, and we move on down the road.
We try to teach our salesmen, and we try to live by putting yourself in the customer's shoes. We're in roofing, we're in roofing sales, but a lot of us that aren't in roofing have had to buy a roof or had to replace a roof. And a lot of people forget what that's like. It's stressful, it's hectic, and we really try to remember what it's like to put that big expense out, to trust someone with a possible 5-figure investment. And it's really helped a lot.
Awesome. So when y'all started the company, was it just the two of you, or did you have crews that went up there, or were you actually up there slinging shingle and hammering nails?
No, we weren't, but we have crews. We since day one, we still have the same crew. I think that's what also differentiates us. We do not have 8 different crews and send them out to everywhere. We have one crew, same guys on every job. Jordan and I, or a project manager, is there for every job. So we're really involved with every sale, with every project.
Okay, very cool. So how'd you guys come up with the name Native?
So Jordan and I are actually card carrying Native Americans with the Creek Muskogee Nation. So, it's me, Jordan, and our oldest brother. We're all card carrying natives. And, we've been involved, and we felt like it was a good name. We're also native Tulsans, native Oklahomans. So there's different spins on it.
Okay, lots of different legs on the stool. Very cool. What's your outlook for 2023 for the company?
Ours is strong. One thing that I think does set us apart going forward is in Oklahoma, there's a residential license, then also a commercial endorsement. And a lot of people don't know this, but to do any type of commercial work, you have to have a special commercial endorsement through the Oklahoma Construction Industries Board, which, to get a residential license, is a pretty low barrier of entry. All you really do is you have general liability insurance, you submit an application with a small fee, and boom, you have your license. The commercial endorsement is a little bit more rigorous. You have to take a pretty extensive test. You have to pass that with the board, and then they give you that endorsement. And only about approximately 5% of registered roofing contractors have a commercial endorsement in Oklahoma. So,
wow. Okay.
That being said, our outlook is strong because we can diversify and not just stick to residential or commercial. We have both of those avenues. So, commercial buildings seems very strong in new construction.
Mm-hmm.
Residential, in Oklahoma, you're always dealing with storms. So yeah, we feel good about 2023, and whether it be insurance, retail roofs, and commercial, we feel like we're what's the word I'm looking for? Well positioned for 2023.
Owning your own business has definitely got its ups and it's definitely got its downs. What are some of the challenges that you guys have had to fight through as business owners?
I would say Jordan and I both, I think, would feel this way. When you start your own business, it sounds fun, right? I want to do my own thing, or I want to own my own business. And, when you get home, you can't turn your cell phone off at 5 o'clock, or, that phone starts ringing at 6 a.m. And that's all good because it's business, but having a family and raising kids and having practices and having to be on really 24/7, I would say that is one of the biggest challenges. It's rewarding, but it's challenging, trying to balance that work life.
And then I would add that with success comes growth, and with growth, you need to find talent, and that has posed its challenges in today's environment. COVID was tough, growing a business through that, and we've made it out of that. And we're having a challenge finding young, hungry people that want to get out there and work their butt off and grow and make a good living. We've been blessed to find a handful, and we lean on them every day. But manpower and young talent is tough to come by these days.
Okay. Wow. And you're not the first folks I've talked to who have said that. I know it's definitely a different world than it was, pre-COVID and, even 10 years ago. All right, the question that started it all, what would you say your business superpower is?
I think Jordan and I have a great network here in Tulsa. I hammer this home. We're born and raised here in Tulsa. We're native Tulsans, native Oklahomans. It's kind of our slogan. We have a great network. Also, it's amazing how much it helps to be honest, not to pull a fast one on someone or make a quick buck, just be honest, do what you say you're going to do. And really things kind of work themselves out, and it seemed to work very good for us. Also, what Jordan said, I think a company is only as good as their employees, and we have unbelievable employees that we really lean on. They're great. They're also honest. They're also ethical. They live by the same standards we do. So I think that's a great superpower of ours.
All right, cool. So how has your network helped you?
It's been amazing. I mean, everything from, people supporting us when we first started, that really, I mean, calling us to put a new roof on. We've been in business for 6 months. I don't think a lot of people would do that just to a random company, but those people had known Jordan and I for years. They knew what type of people we were. Also, the Newcon side of our network, we've had some people trust us to give us a chance, and that has really helped Native grow.
So last question, what piece of advice would you have for other business owners?
If you're thinking about doing it, you just got to get off your butt and go do it and try it. There's no playbook out there. There are a lot of books, and they sound great and they sound exciting. There are things that are very exciting, and there's things that are very scary. But Blake and I just, made a commitment to each other. We're going to jump in head first, and you're going to make mistakes. My advice is, if you do make a mistake, make it right, swallow it, and just keep trucking. Every day poses new challenges, new exciting things, and new scary things. But you've just got to jump in and do it. A lot of people will think about starting a business for 10 years, and it may pass you by. So get out and do it. Time is short. Life is short. Go try it. If you fail, try it again, and try to stay positive.
If you want to do it, if you want to work 8-hour days, don't do it.
Yeah. There are things I miss about corporate America and being a W-2 employee, and there's things I don't miss. So it's tough on both sides of the fence. I will attest to that, but it's fun. Life's a journey, and you just have to give her hell.
Well, I actually heard a good saying the other day. It said, running your own business or being an entrepreneur is hard. Working an 8 to 5 is hard as well. Choose your hard. So whether it's whatever you want to choose, they're both hard, and whatever path you feel like you want to go down, just do that.
That's great advice, gentlemen. Thanks so much for being here, taking some time to talk with us, and sharing your business superpower with us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
Thanks, Eric.